Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. Liverpool has just drawn 1-1 with Newcastle United at St James's Park. It's just really bad, really bad. There comes a point where yeah, I could sit here and I could come up with a bunch of reasons why things haven't gone Liverpool's way today, but ultimately, that's probably one for watching the match back and doing a bit more digging into it. That'll come tomorrow, maybe. Right now, I'm just really pissed off. Not because I don't think we did enough in certain areas at certain times to win it. Just pissed off because I'm just bored of Liverpool not winning football matches that they should be winning. And, you know, credit to Rafa and credit to Newcastle. Rafa got their tactical setup completely wrong, and we tore them to pieces for the vast majority of the first half. And then he changed it, and I think whether that was because he felt they could get something from the game, and then once they've gone behind and got an equaliser, he thought, right, that'll do me, I'll take a point, which I think he very much played for, and expertly played for it as well. And I think that, you know, so you're going to give them credit. Liverpool just didn't do enough on the day, and it's becoming same old, isn't it? That we're just not clinical enough inside the 18-yard box, which is mad because look at the goal return that our players have got so far this season. Those guys in the front 3-4 of our team, if you count, you know, throw Coutinho into that, our goal minutes to goal return, games to goal return for all of our forward players is pretty good. Now, today we've rested Roberto Firmino, we've put Daniel Sturridge in, and I think he looked bright in the first half. I think he made a couple of bad decisions and whatever, but I don't think it was fine. He was playing people in, which was fine. Touches letting down the likes of Salah, letting down the likes of Mane, but it just wasn't good enough. And here's the thing: this side is totally and utterly built around its attacking threat, and when its attacking threat is impotent for whatever reason, there's just not enough there. Now, the idea of Phil Coutinho playing a bit deeper, I think, helps that, and you can see in that it's Phil Coutinho decides, does what Phil Coutinho does, sticks one in the top bin, incredible. That's great, but I was saying to the lads as I was sat here watching it, we need to go and score a proper goal. And, you know, we've scored a couple of them in recent weeks, but we just need to score more of them. We just need to start sticking random stuff in the back of the net. We need some mad deflections to start going in for us, the same way that they've been going against us all season long. We need to just score some shit goals and get ourselves into a position of comfort, because we can't rely on Phil Coutinho sticking balls in the top bin or free kicks or moments of absolute magic. They run out. You've got to get some things through a bit of graft. I don't know. I just don't know what the answer is. I've seen people blaming the defence, and maybe. I mean, the fact of the matter is, the fact the ball gets played right through the middle of the two centre-halves. I'm no defensive coach. I'm no tactician. I just like to see Liverpool win football matches, and when we don't, inevitably I get wound up with the goals that we can see, because they're the worst part of football. I don't know if a better tactic stops that happening. Maybe you stop the ball. Maybe that makes more sense. I think Jonjo Shelvey was given far too much time and space in this game. I don't know whether it was one of them where you maybe just say to Gini Wijnaldum, just follow him around, mate, and just give him a few kicks. He'll lose his head, because he does. And that'll change the game. He had the ball. He was allowed to dictate the play for them a bit too much in this game. And it's arguably offside. And then, look, Matip gets back and he kicks it off the guy's leg and it goes in. Again, for me, that's not systemic. That's not a problem necessarily per se with how we play. But when things aren't going right for you, sometimes you just need to they need a bit of luck, or you just need to be a bit more agricultural now you defend. And I don't know whether Matip could have done that differently. He's at the peak of his powers there. I think he's a full stretch in terms of getting back there. It's just dead unlucky. But the problem is that you inevitably you make your own luck, and Liverpool just failed to capitalise on the little bits and pieces that they were creating at the other end, and then inevitably those things started to become fewer and further between. I think the decision to take Salah off was a bad one. He was starting to influence the game centrally. His touch was great, and when we moved him out there, it didn't work. What was good to see, the small, I'll be doing the Twitter reaction shortly, A lot of people saying Liverpool don't have a plan B. I think we saw the plan B. We've seen it a couple of times now. I think Solanke's part of that, and you can see the little bit of extra threat he was offering, just knowing that you can go a bit long. Now it didn't work, and therefore you might say, well, if your plan B, does your plan B have to work for it to be a plan B? I don't know. I'd argue probably yeah. We need to see more of that. The problem is our plan B. We changed formation. We went to 4-2-3-1. I just don't feel like this is well rehearsed or well drilled or well practiced. Though that being said, it is the thing, you can do whatever you can change players, you can change systems all you want. But when a team decides to bed in and be compact and defend, and Rafa knows very much how to make a team do that, you struggle to score goals anyway. And the problem is that we had chances while the game was open to put the game beyond doubt in the first half. And if you don't take them, you leave yourself open to that at the end of the game. And when unfortunately the guys we've got off the bench are fine, I think we've got decent quality on the bench in a general sense, but none of those guys are firing. None of those guys are absolutely flying in tremendous form. So when you take Mane off the pitch, and then you're basically saying, and you take Salah, ultimately you're saying, here you go, lads. Or you try to take, not sorry. If you take Mane off, you're basically saying to them, here you go, lads. Is a happy day for you because you don't have to worry about Sadio Mane anymore. And Oxlade-Chamberlain's getting thrown under the bus again. 5-6 minutes to influence the game. What's he going to do? I don't know. It's disappointing. Very, very annoying. Liverpool don't seem to be handling the two games a week thing very well at the moment. Other teams are. Long season to go, unfortunately, if we don't sort this out. But equally, the thing is, again, what's meant to happen is all the clubs in the Champions League are meant to struggle. They're meant to drop a few points here and there. And at the minute, they're not. We just look terrible by comparison. The only slim consolation is we're not losing games enough. We're not losing every game. But I don't know. If, Liverpool needs to get into the swing of winning football matches, and we go into an international break just pissed off, which is terrible. It's 2 weeks of this hanging over all of our heads. The manager's got to sort something out. He's got to get down to basics. He's got to work out what's wrong. He's got to fix something, get Liverpool pairing again, because the minute it's not right, and unless we get it right, it doesn't look like Liverpool have a win in them at the moment. And now we're only a week removed from us having a league win, but this is the way it all gets on top very quickly, doesn't it? And it's hard, and inevitably we will have that building up, that annoyance building up until Liverpool play a game and until Liverpool win a game. But then again, that's fuzzy, isn't it? Soz, kind of how we are at the minute. Yeah, just bang meh for the vast majority of that game, unfortunately, and that's what Liverpool are going to do if they don't take the limited opportunities. There you go. Thoughts on the game in the comments below. We're going to be doing more of this. We'll try our best to get through it. We'll be doing a bit more seasoned, in-depth analysis on this in the final word tomorrow, which will always be better because, again, go back and watch it. Try to find some positives if there are any. Try to make sense of the things that have gone wrong and generally help us get through this. That's what the final word show's for. It's on the redmentv.com. Come over, join me there tomorrow. It should be all right, hopefully. John Gibbons from the Anfield Wrap joins us. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. See you there.